I tripped on a dream while chasing the light. Woke up in a world where my name's in the fight. Faces I don't know.
One moment I was just another face in the crowd. The next, the internet couldn't stop talking about me. This is the true story of how one accidental moment changed my life forever, and what really happens after you go viral. It all started with a 15-second video I almost didn't post. No edits, no filters, just a moment of me being me. I went to sleep thinking nothing of it, but when I woke up the next morning, my phone had exploded. Thousands of notifications, messages from people I hadn't talked to in years. My face was everywhere. Trending hashtags, memes, news headlines, all from a post I barely remembered making. At first, I thought it was a glitch. Then came the interviews, sponsorship offers, and even a call from someone claiming to be my manager. Overnight, I had become a viral sensation, a name people couldn't stop talking about. But with fame came the pressure, the rumors, and the reality that my life had changed forever, without warning. Suddenly, I wasn't just a person, I was a brand, a meme, a story others wanted to tell for me. It felt surreal, exciting, terrifying. My privacy gone, my sense of self shaken. All because I hit post on a video I almost didn't share. What happens when you go from nobody to viral icon in just 24 hours? This isn't a dream come true, it's a whirlwind you can't control. Welcome to my accidental rise to fame. Before everything changed, life was, well, normal. I was just another person scrolling endlessly, posting the occasional photo, maybe a funny story or two. My days were a mix of work, school, and quiet moments in between. Grabbing coffee at the same corner shop, taking the same route home, talking to the same few people. It was a comfortable routine. Unremarkable, but mine. I never chased attention. In fact, I liked staying in the background. Social media was just a place to document moments, not perform them. I had maybe a few hundred followers, most of them friends from high school or co-workers. Nothing special, nothing viral. I had dreams, sure, small ones. Maybe start a blog one day or share more of my photography. But there was always that voice in my head saying, why would anyone care? So I never pushed. I stayed quiet, safe. Sometimes I wondered what it would be like to be noticed. Not famous, just seen. Like truly seen, understood, appreciated. But it always felt out of reach, like something reserved for people who were louder, bolder, luckier. Then that one moment happened, a 15-second clip. And suddenly, my quiet, unnoticed life wasn't so quiet anymore. The video wasn't planned. I wasn't trying to be funny or insightful or cool. I was just venting, half joking, half serious. It was late, I was tired, and something about that moment felt worth capturing. So I hit record. No script, no second take, just raw, unfiltered me. I almost didn't even post it. It sat in my drafts for a while, but then I thought, why not? It wasn't like anyone was really watching anyway. I tapped post, tossed my phone aside, and forgot about it. Then came the notifications. At first, it was a few likes, then dozens, then hundreds. By the time I refreshed the app again, it had been shared thousands of times. My face was popping up on people's For You pages in group chats, stitched into other creators' videos. Comments poured in, some laughing, some relating, some just tagging friends with, "This is so you." Apparently, I'd hit a nerve, or a gold mine, or both. People weren't just watching, they were obsessed with the clip, with me, the way I talked, the way I reacted, even what I was wearing. That 15 seconds turned into interviews, memes, think pieces, one moment of honesty. That's all it took to go viral. The next 48 hours were chaos. My phone wouldn't stop buzzing. Every time I opened the app, the numbers had doubled. Likes, shares, comments, followers. It felt like watching a slot machine stuck on jackpot mode. I barely slept. I couldn't focus. Everything moved so fast and I was just trying to keep up. Strangers were tagging me in reaction videos, fan edits, and even parody skits. News outlets picked up the story. Ordinary person goes viral overnight. They didn't know my name, but they knew my face. I was the internet's favorite main character. And then came the DMS brand deals, podcasts, TV interviews. Everyone wanted a piece of me. People from high school I hadn't spoken to in years were suddenly sliding into my inbox with "so proud of you." Even a few celebrities liked the post. That's when it really hit me. I wasn't just going viral, I was in it. But mixed in with the hype came the weird stuff. Rumors, fake accounts, strangers digging through my old photos. One moment I was invisible and the next, it felt like the whole world was watching and judging my every move. It was thrilling, it was terrifying, and it was only just beginning. Once the dust began to settle, reality started to hit. My life wasn't just different, it was unrecognizable. I couldn't walk down the street without someone doing a double take. People whispered, pointed, even asked for selfies. Some were sweet, others were invasive. Privacy became a memory, not a right. My DMS were a mess. Genuine messages were buried under spam, trolls, and clout chasers. Everyone wanted to collaborate, date, expose, or help manage my career. I felt like a character in someone else's script. Everyone had an opinion on what I should do next, how I should act, even who I should be. Friends I thought were solid started acting strange. Some distant, some clingy, a few even jealous. Conversations changed. I was no longer me. I was the viral one. Even my job felt different. Co-workers treated me like I'd walked off a reality show. My boss once asked for a selfie during a staff meeting, and emotionally, it was overwhelming. I loved the support but hated the scrutiny. I craved the validation but feared losing myself in it. Every post felt strategic. Every word could be twisted. Going viral didn't just change my life, it reshaped it, and not always in ways I wanted. Looking back, I've learned more about myself in a few weeks than I had in years. Fame, especially the kind you never ask for, forces you to confront every part of who you are. Your insecurities, your boundaries, your values. It strips away the illusion of control and leaves you with two choices: adapt or lose yourself. One thing I realized fast: validation can be addictive. At first, every like and comment felt like a hit of dopamine, but it doesn't last. You start chasing bigger reactions, worrying about relevance, overthinking every move. That's a dangerous game. I also learned that people see what they want to see. They turn you into a symbol. Funny, inspirational, cringy, controversial, whatever fits their narrative. It's hard to stay grounded when you're constantly being interpreted by millions of strangers. But there's beauty in it too. The messages from people saying they felt seen because of my video, that they laughed when they really needed it. That means everything. It reminded me that sometimes being real, completely and unapologetically real, is more powerful than any strategy or filter. So here's what I know now. Viral fame isn't freedom, it's a mirror, and what you see in it depends on who you've become. This story isn't about chasing the spotlight. It's about what happens when the spotlight chases you. I didn't go viral trying to be famous. I went viral being myself. And in a world obsessed with perfection, maybe that's what made it so unexpected. I've had moments where I wanted to delete everything and disappear, but I've also had moments that reminded me why showing up authentically, imperfectly is so powerful. So if you're watching this hoping to go viral, be careful what you wish for. And if you've already been through it, you know exactly what I mean. Fame might find you in a single moment, But staying true to yourself? That's the real challenge. If you enjoyed this story, hit that like button, subscribe for more real-life deep dives, and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story too.
It's hard to write. Flames of fire that burns too bright. My reflection's a stranger. I barely see the person I was before the marquee. Every spotlight feels like a lie I've told, but they keep asking for a heart made of gold. Is this a blessing or some kind of curse?